Welcome to the NuBn Spiritual Warriors Astrology Podcast.
My spiritual essence is Walamu Mudada. And this podcast is provided for those who are seeking wisdom on their journey from darkness into the light.
Kee2 Star Constellations. To learn the language of astrology, it's very important that you practice and know the planetary symbols, the astrological signs, the astro sun symbol, the astro moon symbol. What do these symbols mean? What information do they convey? Also, the astrological houses, the ascendant, the aspects, the moon nodes, and the astro patterns. Today, we're going to focus on, say, aspects, but we're going to add in an astro pattern to see if that can give you a clue to our mystery chart. Also, another important part is the elements, because the elements will help you understanding the aspects. Say, for example, in the red, you see the fire signs, and all these fire signs are trine each other. That means they're 120 degrees apart. That also relates to a smooth and easy flowing communication. All the signs that you see in black are trine each other as well. They are earth signs. All earth signs trine each other. The ones in teal are air signs. Again, they trine each other 120 degrees apart. Easy and flowing communication. And the purplish blue is water signs. And water signs trine each other as well. Now, we talked about the major aspects. And here's the symbols for some of those aspects. So you see the symbol for a conjunction. Means that the two planets are, or two or more planets are within a 0 degree orb. They're like right next to each other. Opposition. Two planets are about 180 degrees from each other. And you see the type of energy configuration that it forms. Square. Planets are 90 degrees from each other. And you see the energy configuration. Trine, as I mentioned earlier, 120 degrees. And the energy configuration. And the sextile, 60 degrees. Now, what will help you also with an analysis is, say, a basic analysis requires a synthesis of these 4 major components. An understanding of the meaning or attributes in each symbol increases the depth of knowledge. In some cases, a basic analysis can be done with any combination of the two. So these are, say, probably the first four, say, symbols or language of astrology that you want to get familiar with. But again, sometimes you can do a good analysis with just two. And today we're going to include the, say, astro patterns. They help you with your analysis today. Talking about the astro patterns, here's a look at the astro patterns. Now, each one of these patterns convey a certain configuration of energy or relates to a certain personality. Now, all charts don't necessarily have these particular patterns, and sometimes these patterns are not as precise as you see them right there. But it's giving you a general idea so that when you look at the chart, you can get, say, like a snapshot of the personality. So we're going to include astro patterns today. All right, now, I'd like for you to take a look at this astro pattern, because this astro pattern is similar to the one of our mystery chart. Okay, it's considered a fan or a bucket. Notice how all the planets are, say, clustered together, and then there's one lone planet off to itself. That's sometimes considered the handle of the bucket or the handle of the fan. Now, Marilyn Monroe was President Kennedy's secret lover. However, it was one of the worst kept secrets in the country. So the astral pattern you're seeing belongs to Marilyn Monroe. The majority of her planets are in the upper hemisphere, which indicates a public life and high visibility in high places. Okay, so now the same holds true for the mystery chart. You'll see that in just a minute. So there's some similarities between the mystery chart, astral pattern, and Marilyn Monroe's astral pattern. The handle of her fan is in the 4th house. This indicates that her home life or upbringing had a tremendous effect on how she expressed her energy. She had many relationships searching for the security of a home. Okay, so this is a fan pattern, and then that a single planet is usually where the expression of the energy is funneled. Now, this is the mystery chart. Okay, and now notice that the handle of this particular fan is not in the 4th house, but it's in the 6th house. So that's going to give a different expression of the energy. For Marilyn Monroe's, it was in the 4th house. For this particular person, it's in the 6th house. And you have 2 planets there conjuncting each other as the handle of the fan or the bucket. The majority of her planets, now, first of all, let me give you a little background. Okay, this is a highly visible female, high public office, not an entertainer like Marilyn Monroe, but you may say a public servant, a Black woman. The majority of her planets are in the upper hemisphere, which indicates a public life and high visual ability in high places. Very visible in high places. Meaning you will see her on TV all the time. The handle or fan is in the 6th house. This indicates that her career could be in public service at a high level. So it was in public service at a high level. And it's more current too. So she was a current public servant. I know you can go back in history and go back in time, but we're talking about contemporary time. So help narrow it down for you. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the chart of the individual. We're going to go past the patterns. We're going to take a look at the chart, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions as you're looking at that chart. And there's some of the basic questions. Now, what planets form a conjunction? Now, I'm talking about an orb between 0 to 5 degrees. So what you would look for is planets that's right next to each other. Okay, so let's go to that 6th house of Virgo. There you see the planet Pluto and you see Uranus. You see that Pluto is 13 degrees Virgo and Uranus is 9 degrees. So that's within the orb. So that means that they're conjunct. All right. So then you think about what does that tell you when you have Pluto and Uranus in the say 6th house in Virgo's house. Okay, so let me ask a couple of questions and let you can chime in on some comments. All right, so we know the 6th house is Virgo's house. Okay, and the planets are in Virgo's house. In the comment, give me one thing that you know about Virgo. In the comments, just put in one thing that you know about Virgo or the 6th house, either way. You know, any way you want to do it, 6th house or one thing you know about Virgo. So I'm going to wait for some comments to come in. And while I'm waiting on the comments, I'll be looking for some more conjunctions. We're going to stay with conjunctions first. Now, I also want to let you know that you can look to the right side where you see that chart of the planets. And say, for instance, we see that Neptune and Pluto is in the same sign. So you're looking for planets that may be in the same sign that's right next to each other. Now, I know you see some other asteroids and things of that nature, but we want to keep it to planets. So we're looking at, if you're looking at that chart to the right, everything from Pluto above. That's what we're looking at. So see if you can find any planets that are in the same sign. And then if you find something that's in the same sign, see what degrees they are. Are they within a 5-degree orb? Are they within a 5-degree orb? Now, let me respond to some of the comments I have here. Okay, so look like these comments are relating to Virgo. Okay, so I got a comment on Virgo or the 6th house indicates precision, analytical, critical. Okay, now let's see, they say the moon and Venus are in the same sign. Let's take a look at that. All right, look at the moon. See what sign the moon is in. Matter of fact, put in the comment, what sign is the moon in? Okay. We got some movement on that moon too. Okay. Okay. Moon and Venus in the same sign is a earth sign. All right. Let's see. Now we look like, now this is a little tricky, so please pay close attention to that moon, because see, that moon was moving during the birth of this individual person. See, so it's giving you the range of that moon from 24 degrees. What sign is that? That's 24. Put that in the, now some people say, okay, they see Pisces in there. Yep, Pisces is in there. There's another sign in there. It's not quite, it's not Gemini, but it is an air sign. It is an air sign. So you're on target with that. It is an air sign, but it's not Gemini. Okay. See, so that moon at 24 degrees, what is that 24 degrees? What sign? Oh, somebody got it. Okay, a couple of people got it. Aquarius, Aquarius, yes. All right. Now we see that. So let's stay with that 24 degrees Aquarius. Let's look at that sign Aquarius. Now, do you see another sign that's in Aquarius that may be close to 24 degrees? Or a planet that may be in Aquarius that's close to 24 degrees? Put it in the chat. If you see another, say, planet that's in Aquarius that's close to 24 degrees, put it in the chat. Now, oh yeah, somebody found one. Okay, I'll wait for a couple other people to respond. Okay, there's several ways you can do it. You can look at the moon and see what's close to the moon on the chart, or you can go over to the right and see what it is. Okay, I gotta go back. So I think, yeah, I think we already got our mystery person there. Okay, so this will be an easy one for y'all today. You know, this is an easy one for y'all today. All right, so it's Saturn. All right. So we've got Saturn. All right, so we got Saturn and the moon. We got Saturn and the moon. The moon is 24 degrees. Saturn is 22 degrees. All right, that's within that 5-degree orb. Now let's see what house is the moon and Saturn in. Okay. All right, well, what house is it? Okay, can somebody put what house it is in the chart? What house is, let's say, what house is Saturn in? What house is that in? Okay, all right. Some say the 12th house. I can see why you would say the 12th house, but I'm talking particularly Saturn. Yeah, Saturn's, yeah, come on, somebody else. What house is Saturn in? Okay, waiting for a few others to put in what house is Saturn in. Okay, 11th house. Okay, some others say 11th house. All right, then the next question I'm going to ask you, give me a word in the chat about something that you know about the 11th house. And look like the moon may have started out in the 11th house, but it moved into the 12th house, like some people are saying. Because if we look in the chart, it started out at 24 degrees Aquarius, but then moved into the 12th house, which is Pisces. Give me a word that you know. Just put in the chat something that you know about the 11th house. Any word about the 11th house. Just one word. And then while you're doing that, since we were talking about the 12th house too, give me one word about the 11th or the 12th house. Either one you know like to go with. So, one word about the 11th or the 12th house. Something that would describe it. Okay, I got unconscious or uniqueness for the 11th house. I got unconscious. I wonder what house you're referring to on that. But uniqueness is the 11th house. Okay, someone else. One word. Okay, dreamer, 12th house. Yes. So 12th house deals with the dream realm, deals with the spirit realm. 11th house is has that uniqueness and that unconscious. Or somebody said unconscious. I would put that in the say 12th house. Love, yeah. Oh man, that's interesting because you got two different types of love. In the 11th house, the love is more of love of humanity. You see, it's the 11th house is more like a love of humanity and trying to bring forth a better world. Okay, that's the 11th house. The 12th house, the love being expressed there is more like a love of the spirit realm, of the love of being feeling that oneness with nature, feeling that oneness with the creator, like a divine love. That was very interesting. Okay. All right. So we did conjunctions. Next question I want you to look for. Next thing I want you to look for is let's see. What planet forms a trine? See if you can find a trine. Now, a trine is of the like element. See, so Earth trines Earth, fire trines fire, and air trines air as long as they are in the within the same degree range. See, so see if you can find a trine. See if you can find a trine. So we found conjunctions. Now we're going to spread it out a little bit and see if we can find a trine. See if we got any trines in here. We may have some, we may not. Earth trines Earth. Air trines air. Fire trines fire. So you find one earth sign in one end of the chart, go to another end of the chart, see if you see a earth sign. And then the next thing you want to do is look at the degrees. See if the degrees are within a 5-degree orb. All right, let's see what we have in the chat. We're looking for trines now. What do you have? Do you see anything trining? Okay, so I'm going to give you a clue. I think I done gave you too many clues already. I'll tell you about that one later. Okay, but I'm going to give you a clue. All right, look at Mercury. Okay, Mercury is 4 degrees Capricorn, and it's in the 10th house. Mercury is trining something else. What is the planet that's being trined to Mercury? Mercury is 4 degrees Capricorn in the 10th house. So what do you see that's trining Mercury? Now, another way that they did it too is that they put all the colors together. Like I think the green is the earth. Oh, somebody done found something. Yep, okay. Y'all coming in now. All right. Okay. Well, let's take a look at it. All right. One thing we have Mercury trining Uranus. Mercury is 4 degrees, Uranus is 9 degrees, and that's within that 5-degree orb. Now, Mercury is forming a wide, see, now that's but like a 9-degree difference with Pluto. Now, I usually don't go no further than 5 degrees. Some astrologers go much further than that. They might go, like 9 or 10 degrees. But if it's according to the orb that you're giving it, okay? So I would just say, for myself, I would say Mercury is trining Uranus, but I pay attention to Pluto as well. Now, the reason I pay attention to Pluto is that Mercury is a fast-moving planet. So in a day or two, Mercury might be from that 4 degrees Capricorn, within a week, I would say, and it would be probably around 13 degrees Capricorn. And then that would put it in a direct trine with Pluto. That would put it in a direct trine with Pluto. All right, so now we're going to go to our next slide. Okay, those are some of the questions that I was asking you. Okay. And so in just a moment, I'm going to give you a minute to contemplate who do you think this chart belonged to. Now, some of you might have peeked it because in developing that, I didn't hide the mystery guest's name, the mystery chart's name. Some of you may have seen, oh, you saw that. Okay, but some of you might not have saw it because you were so keyed into the planets. All right, so give you a minute. Let's see what name come to your mind if you didn't see it. So contemplate on that, and I'll be right back with the answer.
Assume the position. It may be with your feet flat on the floor and your spine erect. It may be in a yoga position. Whatever position you assume, your spine is erect. Now gently close your eyes, for you are going on an inner journey. And this inner journey begins with the breath. So as you inhale, earth energy comes up through the center of your feet, through the center of your body, to the top of your head. And on exhalation, it showers out the top of your head like a fountain, returning to the earth. Again, on inhalation, earth energy comes up through the center of your feet, through the center of your body to the top of your head. And on exhalation, this energy showers out the top of your head like a fountain.
Okay, so I would like for you to put in the name of the mystery person. Now I went back to this slide here so that you could see the astral pattern. Now, I'm going to make a relationship between this astral pattern and the astral pattern of the mystery person. So while I'm doing that, make sure you put in the name that came, the first name that came to your mind. And if you already saw it, then you can put that name in too. All right, that's okay. Now, I'm going to go to the next slide of our mystery person. Okay, some people saw it already. I'm going to go back to the other slide, looking at the pattern. Okay, come on, some other people got to put some names in here. What name came to your mind? Just put in the first thing. Don't second guess yourself. Just put in whatever came to you. See, and the reason we're doing this is that in astrology, a lot of times as you study this, you're going to find out that you are maybe more of an intuitive astrologer. That means the information is coming to you and you sensing it as you become familiar with the language of astrology. Then you might analyze the chart more from your senses. Okay, I got some other people putting names in. Keep on. You might analyze astrology from your senses. See, others might be very structural in their way of analysis. Everybody have their own style. See, so you're also learning your style. There may be certain things that capture your attention more so. In other words, you may pick up on patterns quicker. Some other person may pick up on aspects quicker. You see? So there's a different ways, but you'll begin to develop and learn your own style with practice. Okay, so we're going to go to our mystery guest, all right, or mystery chart. Now, the reason I went back to Marilyn Monroe's chart, she's not the mystery chart, okay? But there's some clues right here. Number one, she's a highly visible person. You know, back in the 50s, she was on TV all the time. She was in the news all the time. You know, anything that had her name or something like that would sell. Those magazines and stuff like that you get at the counter. I forgot the name of all those magazines. You know, I think they call them gossip magazines or something. She was all up in it. Now watch this. She was associated with a president. Okay, now let me go to the next slide for the ones that might not have seen them. Okay, and look at that pattern. That means she's going to be in the high places and highly visible. And when the planets are in the upper hemisphere like that, that indicates public service, that indicate humanitarian cause, that indicates high visibility. Now, we're going to the next, this chart. All right. And some of you already seen it. Okay, it's Michelle Obama. And again, look at the pattern. Most of the planets are in the upper hemisphere. High visibility, humanitarian causes, leadership, all of that. So that high visibility, humanitarian causes, leadership. very popular in her career field. When you see a pattern like this, that's one of the things that, you can jump out at you right away. That's why I say some people will be able to use patterns to analyze a chart real well. So that's why patterns are very important. So we'll do it a lot of different ways so that you'll begin to pick up on your style or the way that you like to analyze a chart. Okay? So now make sure that you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and invite a friend or someone, say the next time that say you come, because the more the merrier. You see, and then also it'll help us in say learning from each other, because a lot of you put some very interesting information in the chart. Oh, I got to go back. See, y'all gave me a assignment. I don't forget my assignments. So last week it was Marvin Gaye was our mystery chart, and then someone said, okay, they thought that was Gil Scott-Heron. I said, okay, now I got to go in and find out, is there any connection? And there was a connection. There was a connection. That's why I say put in what you feel like putting in, the first thing that come to you, because I learned from you as well. And there was a connection. Both Marvin Gaye and Gil Scott-Heron, I think, had a stellium or 2 or 3 planets in the sign of Aries. I think they both had a stellium in Aries. I got to go back and check it. But Aries was pronounced in both their charts. See? So that's what I'm saying. So, and then that might be your style. Your style might be more intuitive. But whatever it is, make sure that you put in the first thing that come to your mind. All right. And don't forget to like and subscribe and invite a friend each Friday at the same time, same place. High vibrations. Kee2 Star Constellations. Kee2 Star Constellations is a family affair. As a family or an individual, learn the ancient science of astronomy, astrology, numerology, and sacred geometry. The lessons are basic and engaging for all ages. They are insightful and empowering. Kee2 Star Constellation.